Olu again, nuggets of wisdom coming at you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Today I just want to drop some few gems with you and I'll be out of your way. It won't be long at all. A couple of days ago, I wanted to buy some insurance. And the agent spoke to me and she said, Olu, you have full coverage. You still want to stay on that or you want the liability? Unbeknownst to her that she was giving me a little message per se. She was giving me a message to, she was giving me a message that I'm going to basically share with you guys today. The question I want to ask you guys, I just want to put you in game. Are you working, connecting with full coverage folks or liability? I ask that again. Are you working, connecting with full coverage folks or you're working with liability folks? That got me thinking, man. I started thinking about it. All through the years, your team will determine your wins. I said that again. Your team will determine your win. You cannot, now the NBA is going on, football is just over. The level of your team members determine the level of your wins. Let me put it in that way. And some folks are not full coverage, but liability. And you cannot, in 2022, and you say you want to achieve something in this year and surround yourself with liability and not full coverage. In some countries, I've been privileged to live in the UK, Nigeria, and live here in the States. They call full coverage in the UK and in Nigeria, I think probably they say that here too, they call it comprehensive insurance. And they call the liability third party. That may be the same name here, but that is what they call it over there. What am I trying to get at? It's just a wordplay. Comprehensive means this person is all compassing, is all together. This person will save you, the insurance will take care of your vehicle and the other vehicle. My question to you, if you're dealing with somebody who all they take care is there, then they're liability. And third party is always somebody else excuses. It's never their fault. It's never their fault to actually resolve problems. So folks, 2022, if you really want to enter into whatever it is, I don't care what it is. You want to be of good health, you want to write that book, you want to have a good relationship, you want to raise your children right, you either have a full coverage mindset or a liability mindset. You either surround yourself with full coverage individuals or liability individuals. Before I go, I want to give you some tips of how you can identify who is liability and who is full coverage. And I want to give you 5 tips. Number 1, liability people mark themselves as full coverage. Those are the guys who are going to come to you. They know how to speak. By the time you sit down there in 5 minutes, you already know what they do for a living, you know what car they drive, you know what school they went to, whatever their sorority is, you know something about them, and they come as if, I can do X, Y, Z. They're very, very articulate. They know how to present, but they're actually liability. You gotta be careful with that. If people talk a lot and they talk about what they do, be very careful about them. That's my life experience. That may not be yours, but that's what I have noticed. Number 2, liability will offer you full coverage vibes, but they are actually empty. Those are the kind of people that you see. They have this upbeat. I used to have a friend, like, no disrespect, I used to have that person. They have that energy. When they go there, they're funny, they're charismatic, they give you that vibe. And when they come in the room, you think, oh yeah, that's the person. That can happen in relationships. They just bring some kind of excitement, but it's not real. When I hear people say they have charisma, probably said in some of my videos, I'm very, very careful when I hear somebody say he's very charismatic. Be very careful. Let me be honest with you. Charismatic is not actually godly, because charisma, they are wearing it. They are actually not it. Who you are should come from the in out. Number 3. Sorry, my phone is going. Number 3. Liability folks are selfish people. I am going to put it on game. I used to work with somebody. When we talk, right? Everything is about how do I get my own opportunity. It's not, Olu, how do I need to help you? They have that way about them. It's about, oh, you tell them about something and they tell you about, oh, just remember what I can do, X, Y, Z. They will ask you, how are you faring with the problem? They're selfish people. Number 4, liability folks are not problem solvers. They're problem creators. They create problems, they don't solve problems. They add to you. You say, how? If every time anybody comes around you, you feel a certain way when they leave, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they create problems. There's something about people. When people talk about energy, years ago when I used to hear about the word energy, I couldn't understand it by reading, understand what they really meant to that point. But once I started hanging around some people, they just moving in the house, the temperature of the house just goes down. I can't really explain it. They just bring something that actually does not add up to what's going on. The last point. The liability people, their job is to sow chaos, is to sow discord. They subtract, they divide. They never add or multiply to you. And you may have the best intentions, and still not be able to achieve those intentions based on the kind of coverage you're going to get this year. Let Olu just put you on game. Let me be honest with you. If you do not start picking your team, picking the people around you, vetting the people who are going to move, but you have to first know that this is where I want to go. These are the people who are going to move me towards my goal. You cannot, I said that again, surround yourself with liability and expect full coverage. It's not going to happen. Guys, I can go on and on. I think you get the drift. I think you understand But I don't want, like my brothers and sisters, I don't want you to waste an ounce of your time on people who has you have a 14 feet mentality, but they have a 4 feet mentality. It's not going to work. This is just my few thoughts, man. Just to drop some few nuggets with you guys this morning. Like, hit comment, subscribe. Let me know what you feel. Have you identified full coverage folk or liability folk? God bless. I'm out.